Hi guys, so this is my analysis on DXY guys. What am I expecting on DXY? If you watched my previous analysis, I said I was expecting either DXY to push to the upside or the downside because we were currently around the zone right here, and I said that we might actually push to the zone right here, then push to the downside, which is around 103.041, or we might push to the upside, which will be around 103.885, around that area, before we now know the next move based on that current price market. But as you can see, that the market came up to this level right here to fill in the gap right here, and it started tanking to the downside. So as of right now, I still think we might push down to my next target, which is 103.041. Then after then we will not know what next, but let's see. Let me go to a bigger time frame just to see the overall market right now. So we can see on the monthly time frame, this is the monthly time frame right here, that we are on a downtrend. We see that we have an impulse, a correction, and it's rejected off of my 50% fib level, and now we are continuing to push to the downside, and my first target will be around 99.552. That's my first target, and my second target would be 95.445, around that area right there. So that is the overall picture we are looking at on the XY guys. But like I said, this is the monthly time frame. So now let's see. Now that we are here, let's see how that plays. I think our next target would be around this area right here. We can see that the market is still giving like a downtrend. We can see how it's giving, but so there's still possibility of a sell move. If we see, if anything changes for like a buy, for us to buy, I would at least wanted to break this counter trend line right here, break the trend line right here, then probably go to the buy. And if I'm buying, my next target will possibly be 104.562 or 104.855. And my reason is because we can see that there is this impulse, a sort of a correction, a descending correction. There's a possibility that we might push up a little bit to probably this target right here, which is TP1 right here, or we might just get up to around this area right here, which is TP2. But at least let's see how it breaks, because we can see this momentum right here might still indicate that we might push to the upside a little bit, right? So that's why we see that let's see how that plays out. But I still think we might just come here right here and continue to tank to the upside. That's a possibility, but on DXY we have to be a little bit patient to see our next move, because anything can happen. If you're going to sell on DXY, sorry, let's see it breaking the zone right here. Let's go to a smaller time frame. Want to see it at least coming here, breaking the zone right here, giving us a lower high, then probably ride it so around this area right here. That will be my next target if you're going to sell. So right here will be a possible next target if you're selling, right? But there's a possibility and there's a room for buy based on the higher time frame. So let's see how the market reacts around this area right here. But how it reacts will determine if you're going to continue to push to the upside or the downside. So let's see. Let me delete this one here. So this will be the first scenario right here. I would think we might come down here. Then if I see rejections around this area for a buy, then this would be like a possible target right here. Yeah. like I said, it can be any scenarios right around now. We can also see something like this, then possible right down here. Let's change the color of that. So we just have to be a little bit patient to gather more information to know our next target, how the market is going to run, because it can run either way, to be honest, based on the higher time frame. So let's be patient on the XY, guys, and see how the market works. So that will determine our next move, but we can push to the downside because we can also see this engulfing candle right here. There's a possibility we might push up a little bit, then continue to rally to the downside. So there are different scenarios right now. Let's just be patient and see, right? I think we might, there's also another scenario that I can picture. We can still push down here, right? Come to around this area to fill in the imbalance, which is here, then possible push to the downside. That's another scenario that I'm saying. So let's see. So if you're gonna sell, I think if you're gonna sell, let me see, let me go to a smaller time frame just to see. Okay, I can drop this and this just to give me what I am looking for right here. So for the down sell, if okay, this is will be for a possible buy, right? But the sell that I told you, like there's a possibility of a sell. We might see something like an impulse right here, a sort of a correction, then a continuation to the downside. So for the sell, I think I'm gonna go with, let's see how it plays out. So maybe around this area right here. Let me adjust this one. So I think for a sell, I want something like this. Cut to my 6 to 1.8% fib level, maybe something like this. Come to around this area right here, then push to the downside. Let me get to a smaller time frame if I can see any imbalance. Okay, so that will be a first target right here, will be my first target if you're pushing to the downside. Then this will be my second target. All right, so let me delete this one here and this one here so to be clean. So that's the chart. We can see this imbalance right here. So that is why I think if you're gonna reject, this would be like a point of interest for me to look at, because we might start rejecting around that area before we push to the downside. But if you're seeing more of a buy, right, on DXY, at least let us see it's breaking the zone right here, this previous zone, break of structure, so something like this, then we might rally to push to the upside. So on the XY right now, I just think we're a sell right now until otherwise happen. So let's see how that plays out, right? And another thing can happen. Instead of pushing up, we might just break this zone right here, retest the zone, and continue to just push to the downside. So this is another. So that's my thoughts on the XY, guys. Hope you find it helpful. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.